Yo, what's up, sleepers? It's your boy Ed Bennett here in the Sleeping Cinema, and today I have with me
Otacon.
Aleksey, also known as Backstab246. I'm back once again.
Who the fuck cares?
And who else?
Yes. Oh my God. We haven't made it 5 minutes. You're already swearing.
And who do we have operating the soundboard today?
Me.
We got neckbeard.
I'm over at the Twitch. You should check me out. I'm a cool guy too. I play games. They're okay.
All right, there will be timestamps in the description for a review of the movie. You want to skip ahead to that, but for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorite concessions.
We already bought our ticket.
So how's you guys' week been?
Busy. I was training people at work again.
To do what?
Work? What do you mean?
Do what at work?
None of your business.
Oh, okay. That's a great story.
He's low key dividing the drugs up into smaller
Whoa.
quadrants. That's his job now.
He's teaching
right.
how to get tips on the
I'm
corner
teaching
of
him to hate
division.
my job.
Teaching him to hate your job.
Yeah. Anyways,
Why do you want him to quit?
Jesus Christ.
that is loud.
What are you talking about?
But yeah, not much going on this week. I watched a couple movies. I played some more Elden Ring. Did some Pokemon. Caught 2 shiny Pokemon back to back, which is awesome.
Were there girls watching?
Bro, what is up with you guys in that? Like, what are you guys talking about? Seriously.
Did you tell them how sick it was?
Like, you guys just brought it up one day and then you just won't let it go for
It
some
was
reason.
yesterday.
It was
But
last
what
night.
made you bring it up?
Bring what up?
Are you guys talking about last week Saturday?
No. We were talking about last night. We were playing Fortnite.
Like,
Yeah,
what
you
made
wouldn't
you
know.
bring it up?
Javier. About
Sorry,
that
I was
Fortnite
tired.
life.
So what about the rest of you?
I
What
was
have you
tired,
been up to?
bro.
I've been watching a lot of content.
Garbage stuff, probably.
Content
pretty
Could
good.
mean more than one thing.
I watched a lot of movies that I'm not going to mention till later.
That also could mean more than one thing.
Yeah, it's certainly more enjoyable than the garbage you put us through.
I did that on purpose.
It's not even funny. It's
What do you
boring.
What
It's
about
funny
you,
to me.
Javier? What have you been up to this week?
I felt like I just worked a lot and then I slept a lot.
Fair enough.
I thought you said you sucked
Sick
a
life.
lot.
Well, because I think most of this week I've just been working, sleeping, and helping my sister at homework.
Oh, also been slowing down a lot when it comes to Elden Ring. I'm
same here.
like finding less motivation to play,
I get that.
So I beat it already, bro.
but no, it's still good. I got to the mountaintop of the giants, and I don't know if you got the big bridge that you like encounter, and then you see like a little mini dungeon just before that.
I think so.
Well, there's like another mini dungeon inside that mini dungeon.
Mini dungeon
Cool.
and a mini
Yeah.
That
dungeon.
sounds
like
kind of
those.
lit, actually.
Then play the game.
Yeah, you should play it.
Bro, I just don't feel like I have enough time to play. I get home, it's already 7 o'clock, and I'm just like, I got like 2 hours until I have to go to bed.
And then what do you
And
do?
play those for 2 hours.
What do?
Yeah.
I make my sister's food, and then sometimes I help my sister with homework some of the days, and then after that, it's like an hour left. And then I'm too lazy to turn on my PS5, put on the headphones, listen to audio. Like, it's so much work. I'm just like, nah. I also just remembered something that this week, my brother had offered me a trip to go to
Decline
Disneyland.
it.
Disneyland.
Did you go? Or did you accept?
Did you go?
Did you go?
We're thinking about going because
Are
my
you?
brother said that all we'd have to pay is $400 for the tickets.
Just don't do anything
And-
when you're at Disneyland, otherwise they'll kick you out.
Yeah, don't be yourself at Disneyland.
Yeah, don't be yourself. Be
do you
what
mean?
Disney wants you to be.
I don't do anything when I'm out.
Doesn't
in
matter
public.
if you do anything, they will kick you out. That's Disneyland for you.
And then my brother also said he's gonna get us a hotel that's probably inside Disneyland for
Dang.
$500 for 3 nights.
Damn, bro, you
Why?
better go.
And
Huh?
they'll kick
Why
you out of
again?
there too.
Why?
Just cause?
Yeah, just cause.
Oh,
My
okay.
my
brother's
Which
been wanting to
Disneyland?
go. There's only one Disneyland.
This Disneyland and Disney,
Disney
World.
Oh,
World.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stupid,
Dumbass.
uncultured.
Uncultured
Alright.
swines.
Go back to Russia.
I will invade your home.
Bro.
Does Russia
Anyways,
have a Disneyland?
Probably not.
on.
No, no,
I've
no.
been
Japan has
working
one.
as all week. I've been working.
Night shift.
I've also been making some horror YouTube gaming videos again. So
Horror?
that's been fun. Horror.
Oh,
Disclaimer, I'm a Russian, so I take those jokes lightly, so they are not anything bad
Right, we're
against me.
moving on. The Russian
didn't you-
people
No, we appreciate
are
him
good.
here.
Didn't you
It's
play
the Russian
Slenderman?
soldiers that are being bad.
Didn't you play
All right,
Slenderman
anyways.
Yes,
this
they are
week?
bad.
Now that we,
Didn't you play Slenderman or something like that?
No, I play Siren Head. Yeah.
Oh, Siren. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause I
boy.
seen I was on your channel because I was so
that
bored
fun?
yesterday.
You said you played Silent
Didn't do
Hill.
anything. Silent Hill, that'd be
No,
dope.
Siren Head.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
You should play Silent Hill 2. It's one of the best in the series.
I'll see if I
Yeah, I
can even
said
find
that-
them on Steam. I don't know if they're available.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Aren't they only
I
on?
don't
Aren't they
think
on
so.
like the older consoles?
I would
Something
have
like
to
that?
probably emulate that, but I
Yeah.
don't want to go through all that effort. But for now, let's take our seats and let's get into these trailers.
I watched a video with you saying I'm bored.
Any new movies, TV shows, or video games you guys are looking forward to?
The Morbius movie that's coming out soon.
Bro,
Bro,
you
is this
now just
a
brought
movie,
that up,
baby?
bro. Come on.
Oh no, let's not chew into the mic. This is not ASMR.
But yeah, the Morbius trailer.
The podcast is already a disaster.
saw
Let's
the
get it back on track.
Yeah, the Morbius movie.
Oh my god.
All right, we're done. We're done. All right, let's continue.
All right, the Morbius movie I'm looking forward to. There's also the Sonic movie, which every time I see the trailer, it just looks better and better.
The Morbius movie looks like trash.
You look like trash, but I don't complain.
All right, what else?
I think that's debatable. I'm looking forward to the Morbius movie as well. It doesn't look too bad.
It just looks boring.
It really doesn't.
It does. The best thing about the Morbius movie is that poster that came out, which is 3D. Did you see it?
There's a 3D
No, I
I
poster.
didn't see the 3D poster.
Where's that at?
Well, a billboard.
Oh, where's it at?
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
In
so
like India or some
other
shit.
than
Oh
that-
my god.
Other than all those two movies,
let's
I
go visit
can't
it.
really think much because, like I mentioned, like some of the games that were coming out.
Top Gun.
I don't want to watch Top Gun. That's
Nobody
boring.
does.
Hype.
Like no one asked
That looks
for
like
it,
a
and yet they're
terrible
still
movie.
making it.
And it's never coming out.
Yeah,
like
they
Eddie
haven't
said.
announced a release date.
Said coming soon 2 years ago.
For real. They did it at the same time when they did the Ghostbusters Afterlife.
But
or
yeah, that
something.
was way long ago.
Yeah, that's when they released the trailer. Like, oh.
Oh
Top
yeah, I
Gun.
saw a trailer for Top Gun today.
Yeah, it's still playing in theaters for some reason.
Oh shit, I forgot I went to a monster truck.
Yeah, I
that's
saw
right. I
that,
saw
yeah.
that in your story.
Yeah, I went to a monster truck event. It was pretty fun. Gravedigger
Yeah, Gravediggers.
fucking slammed themselves on the side of a thing.
I remember
They're
Did
dra-
you just go by yourself? That was the question I was gonna set you on. text.
No, my uncle and my sisters.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I've gone to only one monster truck show when I was a kid, and Gravedigger was still in there actually.
Yeah, it's their
It's an
40th
OG.
anniversary.
Yeah, it's an OG.
I
monster
don't
truck.
like him. It's too loud and it hurt my little ears when I was younger.
Gravedigger? Oh, well, they're driven by a woman now. She's cool. She's pretty cool.
Okay.
And let's start with
Okay.
the first trailer. Where the Crawdads Sing plot. A woman who raised herself in the marshes of the Deep South becomes a suspect in the murder of a man who she once involved with. Releases July 15th of 2022. What do you guys think?
Oh.
That's a crayfish. Oh, Crawdad, yeah. I was looking at the crayfish.
Stupid.
All right, what'd you guys think of the trailer, though?
Nothing
They
special.
didn't really show much. They just showed a bunch of ambiance.
They showed-
Yeah, pretty much.
They showed
It
enough.
looked okay.
a lot of
There's not much-
swamps.
Yeah, there's
There
not
was a
much to say
death.
about it.
There was a death. Then there was a courtroom and someone that's being blamed for the death, obviously. So
This
it kind of
movie-
explains the entire movie right there.
This movie reminds you of that the movie that they released like I think a year or two ago.
What movie is it?
Where I don't remember the name. I know you've seen it. You said you've seen it. It was
Okay.
like that she went through a house and then she goes to an alternate version of the house.
Oh, that
Oh.
one was really good. Night House, though.
yeah, that's
that
that's,
one.
That's how this movie gives me. Is
Are you
that
talking about
similar vibes?
I
one
can
with the
see-
actor from Queen's Gambit or something like that?
I can see what you mean. No, that was Last
Look
Night
it
in
up.
Soho.
Oh, okay.
You can look it up. The
Night House was a different movie. I can see the depressing vibes, yeah. But Night House was really good. I still recommend you guys watch it. I still gave it like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
As you can tell,
Guys
I
gotta
haven't forgotten
find it. You guys gotta find it somewhere.
I'll buy it like I bought Sharknado 5 on YouTube.
No.
You actually
That's-
bought
that's
it?
sad.
Yes.
Bro,
What
aren't
is
you
wrong with you?
aren't you literally on my Amazon Prime account? You could watch it on Amazon Prime.
Why would you
I
buy
kind
it?
of deleted it, bro.
Oh, okay.
Why would you buy it?
Why?
Yeah.
There's no other way to watch it, dude.
You can rent it.
It was on Amazon Prime.
For free on Prime.
Yeah, that too.
I don't have Prime. I'm not
You
gonna
were
get
on
Prime.
my plan.
I deleted it, bro. I was tired of giving you notifications like, oh, your package has arrived. Oh, your other package has arrived.
Well, fucking turn off notifications, dummy.
That's too much work. I just
Okay.
delete stuff that
Next.
gives me too many
Alright, moving on.
notifications.
Let's talk about ambulance plot. 2 robbers steal an ambulance after their heist goes Array.
Ambulance.
April 8th of 2022.
It was
What do you guys
two?
think?
I felt like it was way more than 2 robbers.
Michael Bay is back doing a big
that
gore
would
movie.
explain why there was so many explosions.
Yeah, there was explosions.
Yeah, there was a
There's
lot of them, actually.
Like a billion every second
In that
the
trailer, yeah,
yeah.
now that I think about it.
I don't understand how the ambulance is surviving all these explosions.
It's an ambulance, bro.
Well, they
Yeah.
also said that they're going to try not to hit the ambulance because they got hostages.
They got an actual police officer.
I don't know why they
dying.
couldn't use spike traps to slow down by like.
There's a strong
Popping
possibility,
tires.
bro.
Why use
Yeah.
spike traps when,
There's a lot they could've
there's
done.
big booms?
Dude, but there's a small, well, not small, but a strong possibility that shit's flipping if you use a spike trap. And how fast they're going,
That's true too.
like you
though.
think about it, like they're just going
Honestly,
like 90 or some shit.
I feel like this movie looks good right in the trailer, or at least halfway decent. But I feel like it might be a flop.
I
Dude,
feel like I already saw
This
the
does
whole
not-
movie in the trailer.
This does
Probably
not
have,
need to
yeah.
be a movie, you know? Like they got to make short films some back or again or something.
Yeah,
I
a
was
lot-
just about to say this seems more like a short film.
A lot of
than
times
a
when
movie.
probably gonna be like
famous
2.5
actors
hours.
go either way, try to break away from a certain thing and make a movie like this, the movie never works out.
Yeah.
Like,
So like the guy from
we
Harry
need
Potter.
short films.
no,
This
Daniel Radcliffe has done fantastic in most of the movies he's done
All right, let's talk about the next.
What the fuck? Why'd you bring that up?
because he was talking about how he's a bad actor.
Next, let's talk about the next trailer. Men plot. A young woman goes on a solo vacation to the English countryside following the death of her ex-husband. Releases May 20th of 2022.
Wait, ex-husband?
Another ex-husband
Why
death?
does she care about her ex-husband? If
That
she
was the
already-
guy she saw falling through her window in the trailer.
Yeah, but she
Oh.
left him, right?
He
No.
died. He unalived himself.
Yeah, he just underlined
No, no,
himself
no.
He
randomly.
died.
If it's the ex-husband, like the death of her husband, but this is her ex-husband. So
He's
yeah,
ex
no,
because he's
yeah,
dead.
ex because he's dead.
Not because they divorced or anything, because he
No.
died.
They might have divorced actually. Towards,
He expired.
Oh, towards the end.
yeah, like, well, I mean, like when he after she's like,
that
you know,
might be why he unalived himself.
Well, that's what the guy was saying. He was blaming her. He's
Oh,
like,
okay,
so.
okay.
He's like, so do you feel guilt or something like that? And she's like, why would I?
I don't get where the fuck she is.
I don't know either.
It
Why is there
feels like
always a
it's an-
cemetery in these kind of movies?
Why is there like a weird priest guy,
And the weird priest guy is like
old timey?
really weird.
gives me Aleksey.
What
vibes.
time period
this
is
is
this?
in-
I don't know.
This is
Probably
an
modern time.
A24 studio movie, so yeah, it's definitely a little more like, I guess, artsy.
Hmm.
What I would
I
call
can see
it,
that.
because they do a lot of, I don't know, horror movies like that.
Yeah,
I
don't know how to
actually
feel.
don't mind the actor they used as the priest or the father in this case, like not the actual father.
He reminds me of the priest from fucking Hunchback. You know,
The Hunchback, the
the one that
villain.
wanted to fuck the flames.
Hey, what?
All right, and lastly, we have the Quarry plot. When the sun goes down on the last night of the summer camp, 9 teenage counselors are plunged into an unpredictable night of horror. The only thing worse than the blood-drenched locals and creatures hunting them are the unmanageable choices you must make to help them survive. Releases June 10th, 2022.
I have no idea what movie you're talking
It's
about.
not a
It's
movie.
a
It's a
video
game.
game, bro.
The Quarry.
Oh, the game, yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
said that before I read it.
It doesn't look bad.
It looks fine, but like their last 2 projects looked fine, but they were really bad.
Well, look, I'm new to like these type of games, so the only game I played was what was it, Until Dawn?
And that was in
Yeah,
like
I really-
2015.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Well, yeah, everyone enjoyed that. So that's why when people played their other games, they were very disappointed.
But I haven't played the other games, so I get to try something new from them.
All right.
From the articles I've read, this has like a lot of money backing it, I guess I would say, because it looks like it's a bigger
Well, they have a lot
bigger
of
game.
The last 2 had the
Big
same
actors.
graphics too.
yeah.
So
No
like
words.
they've done big projects in the past.
Yeah, we'll
I'm just
see.
saying I'm not very confident in this.
We'll see how it turns out. We didn't see much gameplay, but what do you guys think?
I mean,
of
there's no
story-wise?
these games don't tend to have very much gameplay. It's you know,
like a
you walk
story.
around, you talk to people, you do choices. There's very
It's
light
entertaining
mechanics.
because it's like a movie.
What do you guys think of the premise of the story, though?
What premise?
It's
There's-
very
plot.
it's a
Just
very
the plot,
basic
the
plot.
basic plot.
Yeah,
What do you
it's a
guys
very
think?
basic plot. It's
It's
very
Until Dawn
Yeah, it's very
again.
simple. You don't have to wrap your head around to think. You just got to try and survive the night, basically.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to go back to the similar setting because they knew that worked and their other shit did not work.
Yeah.
I have no words. I've never seen any gameplay on Until Dawn or.
I feel like you have.
You saw me play it a little bit.
Didn't you say Tisha played this game?
She owns the game. I never watched her play it.
I thought you said she
But
played it.
yeah, so
No, she did play.
Oh,
She
well,
beat the game.
okay,
I just
based
did
on
not
what I've
watch
seen.
it. It did not look good. I don't like.
You should watch Markiplier play it then.
No, I'm not gonna watch him play it either. I don't like story choose like
Story
Trust
choke.
the story type games. I
Yeah,
get you.
well, I mean, like this kind of game where you like
The
go through
multiple choice
Yeah,
ones.
where you had to choose because that's how the Walking Dead games were. And
The Telltale games,
Yeah,
right?
and she also played all of those, and she owns all of them in physical copy.
There
And
was-
I'm just like, they're boring to me.
the first one's really good. Walking
meh.
Dead.
All right, so with that, let's get into our thoughts before going into The Lost City. So what were you guys' thoughts before watching this movie?
Jungle movie.
Yeah.
Jungle.
Yeah.
Did you see that the jungle is there? There's
I know,
there's a
I'm
lot
did
of
you see that the jungle is there and The Rock
I'm
wasn't?
tired of these jungle movies.
Yeah, but did you notice that The Rock wasn't in this one?
Surprisingly, yeah.
It's because fish out of water. Oh, there's spooky situations that can happen. Lots of comedic timings where like,
Why
oh,
in the
you
jungle, though?
brought your phone. Oh, it's broken. Doesn't work.
I'm
Let's
surprised
get
they
in the car,
actually had any reception in that remote island.
What can we do with the scraps of garbage we brought with us? Nothing. Oh, that's cool.
You
I
already
br-
know what I
Oh.
thought about this movie going into it. I very, very much dislike Sandra Bullock.
You just want to fuck her, dude.
No,
Just
I
saying.
don't, dude. You know how I feel about her. Her acting is not good.
She's literally a top-rated actor.
I don't like her, okay?
Maybe you just like bad actors like Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe is not a bad actor.
Oh, no.
You guys just don't want to agree with me.
I like that.
No, I like Daniel Radcliffe. I don't really like him that much as a villain in this movie. He's
Although
very
he did make you
tropey.
laugh at one
Is
point. We'll talk
tropey or
about
not,
that
he does a
later.
very good job.
Yeah,
being
with
a
the
villain.
very subtle joke that was not in character.
That's why it was so good. All right, what did you think before watching, Javier?
Honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be that good. But then I watched it. It was okay.
From the trailer, it looked like shit.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really did. It
I
really
wasn't-
did.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I wasn't sure if it was my style of comedy. I kind of had like a mixed expectation because of that.
And I thought it'd be a very different movie. I thought it was like her book characters were actually coming to life.
What made you
Oh.
think that?
Why do you
'Cause
think
in
that?
the beginning,
This is an
they-
ink art.
I think because in the beginning they were showing how she had control of the world, like the very opening.
Yeah, dummy. Plus,
This is
plus,
an ink art.
what's his name? Channing Tatum was literally the same looking character as the book character. so-
That was the plan. That was her
He's a
plan.
cover model.
Yeah, as a
So
cover
for
model.
now, let's.
It wasn't
yeah,
very clear in the trailer. I'm
Hey,
saying we
dude,
didn't
I
watch the
see it.
fucking
Alright,
movie
no
at that
spoilers.
point.
All right, guys, moving on.
But we all came in with an open mind. So with that, let's get into the spoiler-free review. All right, can you pull up pictures for us, Aleksey?
Bet.
So, spoiler-free review of The Lost City. The Lost City released March 25th of 2022, starring Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, and Daniel Radcliffe, directed by Aaron and Adam Nee, directed PG-13.
There's two directors on this.
Yeah, I guess they're siblings. They both have the same last name.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
Plot summary. A reclusive romance novelist on a book tour with her cover model gets swept up in kidnapping attempt that lands them both in a cutthroat jungle adventure. What are you guys' overall thoughts without getting into spoilers?
The gimmick of her being a writer doesn't go really
I still hate her.
far. The fact that she's able to translate shit just because
She wrote a book.
Her husband.
her husband was the archaeologist, like they didn't really imply that she was, they were very involved with that.
Mm-hmm.
It was Brad Pitt. I was like, is that Brad Pitt? I couldn't
Yeah.
tell
Yeah.
because, I don't know, I just couldn't tell.
Daniel Radcliffe was it was way more of a cartoon,
A cartoon villain.
than like a villain that I really liked. Like he said funny things from time to time, but his infatuation with like, oh, I want to be better than my brothers, and like they didn't really
I think that was the idea.
cement. No, but I'm saying they didn't really cement like
His backstory or anything.
his brothers. Like they
Oh,
could
yeah.
like they couldn't tell me more about like, oh, like why
He has
are
an
they
inferiority
famous?
complex, basically.
Yeah, but it wasn't really done well. What I'm saying.
point.
Sandra Bullock was fine.
No, she
she's
wasn't.
weird in some points. Like it's not a spoiler because it wasn't the trailer, but like when she's getting dragged away with the chair,
Oh yeah.
and she's like fanning her head from the flames.
Yeah, she's really good at physical comedy. I was surprised by that. She's really good at being awkward.
It was it was weird. Channing Tatum was probably the highlight of the film. There's one twist near like the end of the first third that was I liked a lot, which I'll talk about in a bit. And yeah, those are my thoughts so far.
What about you, Javier? What you got? Still thinking it over.
Sick.
Thoughts?
I mean, this is what thoughts about the movie without spoiling it.
Yeah,
right?
without spoiling.
They literally have a picture of fucking Dora right there.
Where?
down there. Go
There's
down.
multiple pictures of
Yeah.
Dora.
Yeah, you see
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I mean, I thought the movie was okay. I didn't. That's really I don't really.
There's not much else.
The actors made me laugh a decent amount. I don't know how Aleksey said he didn't laugh at all.
Bro, I hardly laughed. I had a few chuckles here and there, but that's about it.
Probably doesn't help that you watched it in the morning by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Was there anyone in your theater?
There was at least 20, 30 people.
Whoa.
That's surprising. There was a lot of people.
Yeah, that's
at-
something we
at
forgot
our
to say. There was a lot. I don't know about your theater. Was it packed?
No.
Really?
No, not at
They
all.
did.
There was like one person who was here.
The-
It was like the theater they had us go was like a big ass theater, and I looked down and I'm like, there's a lot of open seats. And I'm in my mind like, this is probably gonna be like the movie of the week too that they're advertising for this week,
Yeah.
but it did not. I don't think it did itself justice or something on the trailers.
Maybe
There's a
because you went
lot
on.
of white people.
Yeah, maybe because you went on Thursday, but when me and Jesus went, it was really full.
No, but see, the crazy part is when I bought my ticket online on Monday, it was like okay, a couple of people here and there, but going in person, mad people buying their tickets that date like the hour, 30 minutes beforehand. I was like, holy shit, man!
Oh, yeah, because those boomers still only use that.
No, the physical. The
I
people
think
there.
part of the reason this movie is drawing so many people, at least on opening weekend, is just the fact there's big names attached.
Yeah.
Like Daniel Radcliffe,
That's what I was telling May. Probably got the
Yeah.
younger audience in our
Channing
generation.
Tatum is likable since 22 Jump Street and that stuff.
Didn't he do what Magic Mike as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, never saw those movies.
Nor
Yeah,
have I.
yeah.
I didn't know he started off his career. So Tisha told me this, but I didn't know Channing Tatum started off his career as a stripper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came
No, I
to-
didn't know that either.
He came to Los Angeles to do acting, and I guess there's a thing where he was a stripper for like 6 to 8 months and then became an actor.
Dang. What about you, Aleksey? What was your thoughts before? I mean, your thoughts without getting spoilers.
I thought this movie would change my mind about Sandra Bullock at least a little bit, but no, it did not. So
Nothing's gonna change your mind. So why? I don't know why you're
dude,
trying
this movie actually made her look halfway decent as an actor.
I don't think anything's gonna change your mind though. That's what my argument is. Like nothing's gonna change.
But
your mind.
I was
You really didn't like her in that movie with
disappointed.
space? What was that movie
Gravity.
called? Gravity.
I don't know if I saw that one.
I don't
It's
think I
like
saw
one of
that
her award-winning performances.
Award winning or not, I just don't like the actor. I don't like
See,
the role
nothing's
she
gonna
does.
All right, what about the rest of the
The rest of the movie, I thought it was okay. I loved Channing Tatum's character. I liked Daniel Radcliffe's character. I liked the side characters too, the villains he sends off after
minions?
Oh,
The
the-
minions. I
yeah, the-
liked those guys. They were very likable. At least the ones that had a lot of the screen time when they were shown.
Yeah, the mustache dude.
The
and-
mustache dude was cool.
Oh, I thought you just meant the minions.
The minions from Despicable Me.
and
Cameo.
and the native guy, the guy.
Oh,
who-
yeah.
the native
The guy.
guy. He was very likable too.
he killed.
I liked
He killed me
that.
towards the end. I thought he was funny towards the end.
So
That's
we'll talk about that.
that's
So yeah,
What's his
I don't
name?
care
Oscar
what
from
people
The Office.
say
I don't remember his
about
actor's
Daniel
name.
Radcliffe in this movie. I thought he killed it here. It was nice to see him in other roles because I've seen a few of his movies, and he does pretty good when he plays like a nutcase character.
He seemed okay to me. to be honest.
He does a fantastic job at it, and I think it works
My
for him.
favorite character, like my favorite actor in this movie was Channing Taylor. He was
Channing
just,
Tatum.
yeah, he
Did you
made
say
the whole,
Taylor?
yeah.
This
I don't remember his name all the way.
This poster that you have on screen, it's like a blend of those fucking generic Star Wars posters and the generic Dora poster.
Yep.
It's right there. See, like,
I
if you
want
look
to
over.
I
Have
want
you
to say it was the Avengers that started this trend back in 2012.
Yeah. Another thing that I really
Well, the trend, yeah, but it started with Star Wars.
So yeah,
I
overall
think,
the
right?
movie was enjoyable. I was glad I got to see it in theaters.
Okay.
That's about all I can
you
say,
miss
yeah.
going to theaters?
Yeah, I missed going to theaters, so it was nice getting back into it. And so yeah, I had a great time with it.
Is this gonna be our new start time?
No, just for now.
No, it's because I had to work Saturday.
Man, those Valley girls were really annoying.
Well, and that's why I'm asking: is this gonna be our new start time?
No,
We'll
because
see. We'll see as the
Probably not.
week goes on. For me, I thought this movie had some funny moments that caught me off guard. But I kind of spoiled some of the jokes for myself with watching the trailer so many times in theaters.
to be
It's
honest,
because they showed all the funny bits. Probably.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I paid so little attention to the trailer initially that some of the jokes didn't like
Get ruined
spoil
for
me,
you.
Yeah.
The ending was a little slower, and it kind of made the movie feel a bit too long.
I agree.
The ending was so convenient. It's so stupid.
did you guys feel like the romance in this movie was kind of forced?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
agree with
terrible.
that. It was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Because they like,
You could see it from the start what was gonna happen.
yeah,
so,
I know.
You know.
That's why I said it felt forced. Like,
Why does
They
Daniel
just threw
have
it
two
in there.
guns?
It's Guns Akimbo.
Never seen that movie.
yeah, I've never seen it either.
Is it good?
Yeah,
I seen the meme of him holding the guns
I,
in the
I
street.
recommend you guys watch it. Watch it with an open mind.
Can we go back to the Lost City
Yeah.
pictures? I mean, why are you going to him?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Donnie.
overall, it was a decent movie. And what do you guys rate it out of 10?
It's a 6.
I'll give it a 6.5.
Yeah, I had a 6.5. I was debating in between 6.7.
Yeah, 6.5 for me too. Let's compare to some online ratings. The critics for Metascore gave it a 60 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter is a 76%. IMDb audience is a 6.8. And Rotten Tomato audience is an 85%. So the average of all these scores is 72.25%.
You know, it's all those boomers. That's why it's making it.
It's the
85.
boomers and the Valley girls.
Yeah, to
Tho-
be honest.
Dude, those white chicks were so annoying. They laughed at everything and at nothing that was happening.
That's what I'm saying. I think they were just having their own conversation.
I thought they were high.
Maybe.
They might have been buzzed. Yeah.
Now, before we jump into the spoiler-filled review, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, subscribe. Also, check out these guys. Their links will be in the description below. I mean, we are most of the podcast platforms, so give us a listen anywhere at any time.
Are we on Time Suck?
What?
What the fuck? Time suck?
Yeah, that's
What's
a
that?
podcast.
Oh,
They,
Oh.
they do sponsorships and everything in
that'd be
between.
sick.
We're sponsored by Time Suck.
They just
No, we're not sponsored. I wish we were.
they just sold out on their big summer camp that they charged for like I think it was like $600 a ticket,
Cool story, bro.
Dang.
and they sold out. And it was only like a 300 person thing. And I was like, holy shit! They sold out in like minutes.
That's brazy.
All right, so
Really?
with that, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion.
Really?
Let's take an in-depth review of The Lost City, starting with Loretta being kidnapped. So Loretta has become Loretta has become more depressed ever since her husband passed away. Her publicist tries to get her to finish her book and start a book tour. When Alan, her cover model, shows up to the book tour and steals the show, Loretta leaves in frustration. Suddenly, she is kidnapped by Fairfax's men and taken to a secret location. There, Fairfax explains how he knows she bases her books on real archaeological locations and asks her to help her decipher an ancient text. Wow. She refuses, and Fairfax kidnaps her, taking her to Volcano Island.
That's what it's called?
No, that's what I'm naming it. I don't remember. I don't remember the name of this place.
The setup was very rushed, very bad. They put her in this glittery purple dress for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I know.
No one in the real world would do that. She's clearly uncomfortable with it. It's only there to set up, just like humor for that later on. Her kidnapping was
Random.
It was pretty random too. The fact that Daniel Radcliffe just has a fucking wall that opens up to his fucking plane. Just shoots all the food and shit.
I know. He's like, I don't know exactly what kind of cheese you like, so I just bought one of everything. And
then it just goes to waste.
I
All
know.
that cheese.
A homeless guy would have enjoyed it. Aleksey would have enjoyed it.
Enjoyed what?
All the cheese that Daniel Radcliffe let go to waste.
I'm not a cheese person.
Like I said, her authorship or whatever the fuck, or her
Publicist?
writing. No, just her writing, her ending. I thought it'd be more significant.
Mm-hmm.
She just ends it off, pretty abruptly, and still has fans somehow. All the questions were towards Channing Tatum.
And about taking off his shirt.
Yeah, and it wasn't funny. Just the only funny part was when he hit his head on the table.
When she tripped him.
Yeah,
That was pretty funny. That's what I'm saying. Some of the
it also makes no sense that when she does get kidnapped, that the lady was able to Find My smartwatch to track her through her own phone. Like,
What do you mean?
did she have Sandra Bullock's phone, or was
Yes,
she using
yes,
her own
yes,
phone?
yes.
Yeah,
Sandra
she said
Bullock's
she
phone.
took her phone
Oh, okay.
before the tour started.
But there still shouldn't be very much signal since.
That's why I was saying I was amazed that there was any type of signal in such a remote
Well,
island.
I guess the island wasn't too remote.
Well, no,
'cause
she
it
was
still-
in the middle of the sky still. I think.
Yeah, she was in the middle of the Atlantic or something like that.
She was on a
when
plane that had
happened.
Wi-Fi,
She didn't
bro.
have airplane mode, bro.
Yeah,
so
because
they could track her.
some watches actually do come with mobile data.
That's true.
Yeah, they do come with cellular.
Yeah, because when I bought him T-shirts watch, I was blown. The guy was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna charge
You're
you for
blown.
Yeah, you can leave your phone at home and just call and text on your watch.
Give
Yeah.
and take, give and take.
But yeah, that whole setup. I like the physical comedy, like you were talking about, like the table breaking
Yeah, it was pretty
under
funny.
Channing Tatum.
this." I love the thing I loved with that scene that I think about is when he's talking to the chef or the shoe chef.
Oh yeah,
He's like-
he's talking about his problems.
Oh, he's like, "I like her, but she."
I
doesn't-"
like that scene.
He's
yeah.
a little too overly dumb in the very beginning.
he's a himbo.
Yeah, but it's unrealistic levels of dumb.
Yeah, there's
Like,
no
not
way he's that
intelligent.
dumb. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they make her seem so intelligent. In this
And then
movie.
he gets smarter. At some point, they're like, "Yeah, we're not gonna make him as dumb anymore."
Just like we need some sort of a plot here. If he's too dumb, everything's gonna be ruined.
Well, yeah, because when you think about it, he leaves the main land. So
Well, he needed
needed
to
to be-
fulfill the role of the book character. So if they kept him being that dumb, he was never going to fulfill the role and become the love interest, which was obviously going to happen.
Facts.
Yeah, that could have been written better. Next, let's talk about Jack being killed. So worried about Loretta, Alan tells Beth what he saw. They decide to tell Jack Trainer to track down Loretta since the police are of no help. Jack helps track Loretta using her smartwatch and reluctantly takes Alan with him to rescue her. Jack is highly skilled and takes down several guards, saving Loretta. They manage to escape the forest, but are quickly tracked by the enemy. Jack is shot in the head, and Loretta and Alan escape using the car.
I forgot that this movie is now 4.5.
I like that Jack Trainer is a trainer.
Oh my god.
I forgot that the end credits scene completely invalidates Jack's death.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Why do you say that? 10% of the
So
brain, bro.
stupid.
10% of the brain.
What do you guys think of the character of Jack, though?
Jack was fine. He had, moments where you expect him to have the big truck, and then he's in the little tiny shitty rental car.
Look, I believe Jack Trainer was Brad Pitt was literally just a cameo in this movie, to be honest.
The choreography for the fighting scenes were surprisingly good.
That's where all the money went to, bro. Obviously.
He looks cool.
He does look cool.
Just like his hair and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who does Brad? Brad Pitt?
It was
does a lot of
funny.
movies.
It was
He's one
funny
of the biggest
seeing
actors in
him
the
connect
world,
so much
basically.
with Sandra Bullock's character
Mm-hmm.
up until he fucking gets shot in
Yeah,
the
that
head
caught me off guard.
out of
That was
nowhere.
that's another thing I like about this movie. It does have some dark humor in it that kind of, saves all the cringy parts, in my opinion.
I didn't laugh at
Not
any
all
of
of
that.
them.
Not all of them.
Yeah, you can't forgive some of them. And just the physical comedy of of Channing Tatum trying to shove Sandra Bullock into the car,
Well, she's still strapped to the chair.
and she throws the gun at him, trying to tell him to catch it.
To be fair, he did have a point. His eyes were literally covered in blood. He couldn't see.
It was pretty bullshit that all the people just stopped shooting at them
Yeah, I
when it
thought
was
that too.
convenient.
It was only one guy, I thought. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was-
it was
he's
one guy,
purposely
but-
missing at that
Yeah,
point.
he was just continuously missing them while they're like standing.
But there was like
completely
a
still.
solid minute where he's just pushing Sandra Bullock in the car.
Yeah,
he's standing still
I
and,
thought
and
they
he's
were gonna
not
get
shooting.
shot, yeah, I
Maybe he was
like,
reloading, bro.
It takes him a whole like 2 minutes to reload.
And
Yeah,
why does he
I
get
don't
to
know what
reload
kind of
after
gun.
one round shot?
I don't even know what kind of sniper he was using. He was just using a sniper, maybe with like a one bullet
Yeah,
cartridge.
I forgot what those are called.
Oh my gosh.
It's called the bolt action.
Yeah.
Yeah, bolt action. There we
But
go.
even some bolt actions have
They're a
multiple
lot faster.
rounds.
Yeah, they're a lot faster than that. So like, there's like one magazine, but you
Yeah,
actually reload every time.
Yeah, I like Brad
Maybe he
Pitt's
ran
character too.
Maybe he only
I,
brought 3 bullets.
I'm
I-
glad that he died, and then they fucking ruined it.
I think they did really good at balancing out what you were talking about. Alan's stupidness with Brad Pitt's,
Suave.
actual smartness. Just calling him out on all his bullshit all the time. It's like, bro, you're being of no help, bro. You're dumb.
Why you keep slapping the guy? He's already knocked out.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
Well,
okay.
I want to get a hit.
So
on
this
him.
movie is like at least self-aware.
I enjoyed those parts where he kept hitting them when he already
By
knocked them out. Yeah, accident.
I already knocked him out. Why'd you hit him? Well, he was still up. He was just knocked out.
Next, let's talk about getting through the jungle. So after destroying their vehicle, Alan and Loretta must travel through the jungle by foot. They swim through a river, pick off leeches, camp together, and even fight motorcyclists together.
There's always a motorcyclist in jungle. Always.
Eventually, Loretta finds another hint to the ancient text, and the two head into an island town. So what do you guys think of all that jungle?
The middle part is surprisingly boring.
What do you mean surprisingly?
Well, because the beginning, the setup was like pretty funny, like with the car chase. Like after the car chase and Sandra Bullock almost fucking falling off the edge of the cliff, I started getting a little bored. And then they did a fucking like 10-minute leech scene. It took
And then she looked
it
at
took
his
forever, and she just for like
like
five
a
5 minutes
Staring
straight.
at
She's
it,
just
like-
looking at his dick,
Yeah, it was all
trying
set
to
up a dick joke.
yeah, just setting up this stupid dick joke that wasn't even funny.
It wasn't funny. I feel like that's the only
I'm
reason
like,
why she
the-
fell in love with him after like.
I thought it'd be way funnier if he actually had a leech on his dick,
I thought he had one too, but
and it like shriveled his dick up
Or
because of
you
all the
notice
blood.
how-
Is this like a PG-13 movie or
Yeah,
something?
this
Yeah.
Notice how she
They showed
only
his
fell
bare
in
ass
love?
cheeks.
You know how she only started falling in love after that scene, though. I'm just saying.
No, I think she
That's
started,
that beta
no,
mindset, bro.
No, I think she fell in love after she figured out he actually had a rare disease with his skin or some shit.
Eczema.
Yeah. something
I have eczema.
does
weird.
water make you?
Yeah, it like
Okay.
prolonged,
Okay, I feel you.
and I fucking work with water all the fucking
But
time.
yeah, I guess I can see why.
But it's only like on my
a
arm.
little bit.
Okay.
I can
Never
see
had-
why you'd think it's a bit boring.
It's not even a bit. It is boring.
Yeah,
It's
that
pretty
jungle
boring.
adventure aspect got pretty.
Well, when
Pretty
they
stupid.
found the clue, that was entertaining for me because I like the mystery.
I
mean,
I
it's-
did like that. Oh yeah, the whole fucking mystery of finding the whatever the hell. Who gives a fuck? That was so
I
boring.
have a big problem with that. The way they went about it was so dumb. Like I expected more mystery behind, but I guess that's not what this movie's going for. So can't complain much about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Plus, who cares?
I care
It was lame.
when they're talking about a lost.
They're trying to
city.
survive and go back home, but Sandra
Oh,
Bullock
yeah,
is
good point.
actively ruining the situation by going for this
Treasure.
looking. Yeah, for the treasure.
The crown.
I feel
And
like
the-
all this could have been avoided if they just went along with it. Like I don't think the guy would have actually shot them or anything. She could have just agreed and like, oh yeah, be on your merry way.
To be honest, that's just what I was thinking. Like, I'm thinking about all the way back from the beginning, how he's like, can you just decipher this and then that'll be it? That's all I want you to do. She's like, nah, I don't want to do that.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. She was kidnapped. Of course, she wouldn't want to cooperate.
But all he had to do
That's
was,
the dumbest thing ever.
but all he had to do was offer her, I'll give you like $1 million to decipher this.
If he did make her an offer, maybe it would have been.
Good, she didn't. He didn't
Dude's
offer.
broke though, so.
He can't be broke. He literally bought the island. Had like what 50
And then
people
he
working.
was broke. He bought the island, has a jet. That's just one jet, mind you.
He also had all those expensive
but yeah.
vehicles in the movie.
Right.
Like,
All right, let's talk
Back on
about
point, yeah.
the next scene. So finding the treasure. So after reaching the town together, Loretta and Alan dance together. She listens to the lyrics and asks the locals what it's about, discovering the treasure is in the sinkhole. Meanwhile, Beth tracks the two down, hoping to find them.
One problem.
It's so
I
funny.
have a big issue with this treasure here. It's the location of it. All right. So when they panned over to the island, you saw the big hole in there with the waterfalls going in it. When you're flying over that, how do you not see that and look in there to see a fucking tomb there?
Yeah,
Loretta,
That's dumb.
Loretta is kidnapped again, and this time Alan chases after her, but is quickly captured. The two are forced to guide Fairfax to the treasure, but soon they discover the tomb holds no physical item, and the real treasure is the friends you made along the way.
It's stupid that like so they were the fucking dancing scene lasted like 5 minutes on its own too.
Yeah, I didn't like the
They
dancing
couldn't
scene.
figure out anything to do, so they just made them dance.
Well, they needed to make him dance so the other lady could sing about the folklore, and just so she could ask about the.
Yeah, but if the folklore
line.
already exists, how did the locals not already tell Daniel's character?
Yeah, they probably spent weeks just on the choreography for this fucking shitty scene.
How do the locals not tell Daniel? It's like, oh, yo, this song is real. This place over here. He's like,
Also,
oh, shit.
Sandra Bullock was able to translate the whole fucking meaning of the folk song in after the lady sung like 4 words.
Yeah, I was like, come on now.
She's like, what was it? Channing Tatum was like, man, I wish I knew what these words meant. And she was saying like 3 words still, and she's like, yeah, let me give you this whole ass biography on this fucking folk song that they're talking about.
it just sounds like the ratings going lower and lower.
All right.
Jesus.
So Radcliffe's reaction to the treasure, I totally understand. I understand his reaction to the treasure. I would be that pissed. I would probably shoot something if I went all that way, spend millions, probably billions of dollars to buy an island, just to find friendship.
Being the true love.
It's not even friendship. It's just
It's bullshit. I would be so pissed if that happened to me.
Well, yeah, it's his fault for even going for it. Who cares?
Now that I think about this movie reminds me of Red Notice.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, because that's literally, remember the freaking treasures in a cave with the giant holes on top of
You
it?
gotta be fucking
Yeah, I
joking.
remember that.
This movie reminds me of Uncharted and
this movie,
Dora.
yeah,
was
this
thinking
movie
too,
reminds me of
Uncharted.
every jungle movie that's come out in the past 3 years.
So Jumanji as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Jumanji had a cave scene like
Why
that?
do we have so
Sharknado.
many-
Sharknado has a fucking cave.
I know!
With a treasure in
It
it.
literally starts with indie references.
Yep.
Thanks,
So
Indiana
stupid.
Jones, for ruining a genre for us. All right. So, yeah, they become trapped by Fairfax to die by volcano, as he is saved by Beth and the Coast Guards. However, Loretta and Alan manage to escape and are rescued, having Fairfax arrested.
Also, quickly going back to that scene where they just make up this out of fucking nowhere. Like they had that little falling out on like her talking shit to
That
Channing
went
Tatum.
nowhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that went. They literally they were like
Just
friends
glossed
again
over it,
like
yeah.
10 seconds after that happened.
What scene?
When
They start getting chased by the motorcycle dudes.
when
I
Channing
also feel like the love here is mostly due to the suspension bridge effect.
Yeah, what love?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
They had love. That's why at the end they were like, let's just kiss.
let's just kiss. Let's just make it all
Very
better.
forced and stupid.
So what are your guys' final ratings for this
It's
film?
4.5.
4.5?
I'll give it a 4.5 too.
I'm going to stick with the 6.
The audience
Yeah, I'm
actively
6,
ruined the
6.5.
movie too. There's a few jokes that are really good, just like Daniel Radcliffe saying, "Have you never used a glass before?" And Sandra Bullock is fucking fumbling around, dropping cognac all over the floor.
This movie just never seemed good from the trailer, so I didn't have high hopes anyways.
I thought it would be better based on what I saw in the trailer.
I
Honestly.
mean, I might give it a 5. That joke was pretty good.
That joke was pretty
No,
good.
he's like such an in between. He's like, I don't know what to rate it. It's just an unrateable movie.
There are
to be
some good
honest.
moments in it, but it's overshadowed by a lot of the bad.
They like blew their load at the beginning part of the movie in terms of jokes.
I love the fact that the what's it called? Her book agent comes along the whole movie just trying to get
Beth.
there.
Oh my god, how fucking convenient was it that they found Sandra Bullock and crew literally like a couple feet away when they're just randomly searching the island.
All right, let's look at some online reviews. This IMDb audience member gave it a 6 out of 10. I'm kind of living for Daniel Radcliffe's trend of villain roles, and Sandra Bullock, it was as fabulous as ever. But
No,
I
she's
was
not.
disappointed by the lack of good laughs in the mashup of Uncharted and The Proposal. And this reviewer gave it a 2 out of 10. Velocity was so not funny. It felt very dated on the humor, and the dialogue was extremely cringy for most of the movie. Also, I'm not sure if Sandra Bullock is not funny or if she just plays an annoying character. The writing was very 2012, and the best part of the movie was seeing Brad Pitt.
Did Aleksey write that one?
Oh man,
I
you
mean,
remember that
that's pretty
social
much-
media manager?
Oh yeah, vaguely, yeah.
Oh my God.
Hashtag
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
LOL.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
This Metacritic reviewer gave it an 88 out of 100. Directors and co-writers Adam and Aaron Nee understand exactly what their audience wants, much like a good romance novelist
Back
might.
from 20.
And
What did they
deliver
watch?
an undeniably charming and refreshingly IP-free romantic romp. While this reviewer
That's
gave,
a laughable one.
this reviewer gave a 50 out of 100. The Lost City is proof that star power and chemistry can only take a film with a mediocre script so far.
Yeah.
This Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a 5 out of 5. So great and funny. While this one gave it a half star, saying, I went to see this movie because I like Sandra Bullock a lot. I knew it would be funny and fun to watch. And that I'd be sorry to see it end. Boy, was I wrong. Bullock's reputation is going to suffer from this travesty of a movie.
Boy, was I wrong.
The plot, dialogue, acting were all subpar at the best. Seems they put all their money into the game cast and crew to a gorgeous location and had hired friends and family to try and pull this thing off. Bullock should be ashamed to have been associated with this joke of a movie. I gave the movie the least amount of stars I could. She also seems to have done some obvious work which she doesn't need, and her mouth looked like a duck beak. Wow, that's just mean.
Yeah, you could tell she has, some plastic surgery, but at least it doesn't look very bad.
One thing I also noticed is too much makeup. Like every time they showed a close up in their face, it was always spotless, and you could see the makeup on their face.
They didn't look like they traveled through a jungle.
No, they don't.
Oh man,
Only their shirts look like they went through a jungle.
This one gave it a fresh. The Lost City is passable diversion. This one gave it a rotten. A microwave burrito of a movie. You'll eat it while wondering why.
yeah, that makes sense.
So check out our previous podcast if you've enjoyed this one so far. We upload new episodes weekly. Also check out our Patreon. Any help is greatly appreciated. Do you guys want to take an intermission?
I'm gonna have to leave in like 30 minutes.
Oh, you don't gotta head out yet?
Yeah.
Well, let's not take an intermission.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
move
roll
on.
through.
Let's push through 10 minutes of Sharknado.
All right. Spoiler-free review of Sharknado 5 Global Swarming. Sharknado 5 Global Swarming was released August 6th of 2017, starring Ian Ziering, Tara Reid, and Cassandra Skirbo, directed by Anthony C. Ferrante, rated TV 14. Plot summary: with much of the American lying in ruins, the rest of the world braces for a global Sharknado, and Finn and his family must travel around the world to stop them. What are you guys' overall thoughts without getting into spoilers?
Who?
Why do you like it?
Who? Who the fuck is Finn?
Finn is the main character.
Who is that?
He's the main guy.
This dude.
What are you guys' thoughts without getting into spoilers?
Sharknado's a
I
stupid.
purposely picked the worst one, honestly.
Sharknado is a stupid movie that did not deserve
I don't know. That
Any
66%
movie.
says otherwise.
past the first one.
66% is a passable grade.
Only brain dead morons even
Is that why
passively
you
enjoy this
enjoyed
movie.
it? Is that why you
No.
enjoyed it?
What
So
did
this
you
movie's a
think,
1.
Javier?
What did I think? I
Yeah.
think it was just mad sponsorship.
Yeah, that's true.
That's literally that's all I remember from the movie mostly. It's just all the Xfinity ads in there. It's like,
That one-
This
there
is
was-
a movie that does
there
not
was
take
a
its
whole scene.
This
yeah.
movie does not take itself seriously, so I never took it seriously. I just watch it because I know it's stupid.
So for me, I thought it had some funny moments that actually made me laugh, but the gimmick quickly wears off after like the first half of the movie.
It made me cringe. It made me cringe smile when I was at work watching it. I turned it on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. You know, whatever.
We have such finite time on this earth, and Aleksey likes to spend it watching the worst shit.
I wanted you to suffer, okay?
The pacing was all over the place,
Yeah,
and
no
it
kidding.
could really have been shorter, like even episodic.
Look at all these actors they had in the movie.
Who cares?
The
There's
last half
so
really
many.
dragged on, and the ending had me confused and weirded out.
The ending made me want to like shoot myself in the head.
So
In
what do you-
Minecraft.
What do you in Minecraft?
Yeah,
what
sorry,
do you
in
guys?
Minecraft.
What are you guys rating out of 10?
It's a half a star.
Yeah, I'd give it like 0.2.
0.2. Damn.
I'm gonna stick to the like 0.5, and that's all I'm gonna get.
Wow.
Wow. I gave it a 3.2.
Well, because I'm not gonna do tiny decimals like
You know,
that. I'll just do halves and
You know what?
full stars.
I'll give it a 1 star because I like the cameos.
There's only
That's their
four, you know,
favorite.
there's only 5 stars in a rating, right?
Yeah.
So half a star is still like you're saying it's like 2.5, 3.
So let's compare. The critics were there were no Metascore critics, but the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter is a 30%. IMDb audience members is 3.9, and Rotten Tomato audience is a 38%. So the average of all these scores is at 35%. So this one is our lowest rated movie. This one is even lower than A Boy Called Christmas.
Just looking at the title
This
makes
is
me
the
tired.
fan site.
I mean, you also gotta like again. This movie isn't meant to be serious, but too many people
Yeah.
take it too serious.
But it's
There
not even
is
it's
an
not
actual
even
following to this series.
the jokes aren't even like
yeah, they're
They're
not
not
good. They're not good.
They
Like,
are
this whole-
not good.
they're stuck in 2007 in terms of comedy.
This
of
movie came out in 2013. I believe, or
LOL so
2014.
random.
2017.
So with that,
2017?
let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of Sharknado 5 Global Swarming, starting with the scene where Gil vanishes.
Who?
So Finn, April, and
Gil
are about to meet with NATO. Suddenly, Nova asks Finn to help investigate a hidden temple. They find an ancient artifact, and when they take it, they accidentally spawn new Sharknadoes that head to London. Finn returns to London to save the Queen, but loses Gil in the process. So what do you guys think of
Dude,
those?
that whole
first
freaking scene just
I have
made me
no
confused,
thoughts.
bro. Like, why would you touch
The
it?
whole
if it-
teleporting tornadoes thing was a bit.
I mean, you're so like you can't take this serious.
Man,
Like, it's
Alexis.
so bad.
You really
Yeah,
like this, huh?
No, I don't. The whole teleporting thing was.
You know what made me mad about this
It broke
movie?
you out of
What?
The
movie.
mom.
The mom
I
makes you
hated
mad?
the mom
I
so
hate
much.
the mom because the fact that she's half robot. I'm like, what the
I
fuck
forgot how
is
she
this?
became a
She
robot.
was just flying in.
Yeah.
I know, like the Big Ben scene where she's like, I got you. I'll pick up this Big Ben. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you were late as fuck trying to say
I think that
shit.
happened. I think she became a robot in like the 4th movie or something.
Oh,
That's
God.
funny.
Yeah, so there was. This is where I thought there was some funny action sequences.
Where?
And
I
this,
don't know.
like,
Some,
like, most
some of
of
the
it was
stupid,
pretty
some of the stupid stuff, like the guy riding the freaking shark down the stairs. I thought was so stupid, but it was also kind of funny.
you could just see how fake it is.
Yeah,
at
you
the
can see
same
how
time.
fake it is and how stupid it is.
I like when they said surfs up, but they were snowboarding.
Oh my god!
I think my favorite scene in this whole movie is literally when the guy gets hit by a bus and he's just playing the music.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Oh,
bus.
you know my favorite scene actually? It's the end.
but after the first,
when they you go through
when they go back to the future.
When
Yeah,
the movie
yeah.
finishes.
But after the first few scenes, it's up kind of downhill. So next, let's talk about Finn and Finn and April looking for Gil. So the team tries to track Gil's location thanks to a special helmet. Using the airship, Dr. Angel flies them towards Switzerland, but they are attacked by Sharknado. They ski down the slopes, battling sharks, and are teleported to Australia. There, April is hurt and returns for repairs. Meanwhile, Nova reveals the secret of Sharknado's sisterhood. This is where the movie just completely loses its flows, and all the teleporting and random plot points are so unimportant. To
They just want to
story.
show sharks in other locations. It looks stupid.
We get it, Jesus. You do
It's
not like
not
this movie
interesting.
at all.
It's just boring.
You're
It's
so
not even funny.
you're so.
Next, let's talk about Sharkzilla. So after
Sharkzilla.
learning the secret
That's so
of
funny,
the
bro.
artifact, they try to teleport Gil with no luck. They are teleported to Tokyo, where they learn Gil is inside Sharkzilla. Nova tries to fight Sharkzilla
Oh my God,
and
wait.
retrieve Gil, but is killed in the battle.
Is that the end? Is that the end movie right there?
Meanwhile, Finn's other son, Matt, calls to tell him that Sharknadoes have reached America and have killed his family before he is killed too. April and Finn try to think of a way to stop this doomsday. So, yeah, I pretty much got nothing. I'm lost at this point with the movie.
You know,
what is even going on?
You know, a good one of these movies is Birdemic. The
oh my
first
God.
one.
No, not Birdemic.
The first one's really good.
It's bad.
No, it's way more interesting and funny than this one.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm not into the look. It's a bad movie. That means it's funny.
Yeah.
No, Birdemic. It's really funny.
I've seen like half an hour of Birdemic.
You don't remember the part where they're using coat hangers to fight the very fake CGI birds?
I remember. That's what I'm saying.
I know what you're talking about now.
And you're gonna tell me this is more interesting?
No, I don't like either of them. So
No, I'm
Birdemic
saying
is bad.
that's way better than anything in this.
I guess on a scale of horrible movies, sure, but I'm still not into it.
Don't watch Birdemic.
It's
What are you
funny.
talking
I also
about?
watched that JonTron video you're talking about.
Yeah, that's why I'm mentioning it. Hey, look, the shark has googly eyes. Ain't that funny?
That's not even the real shark. It's not even part Sharknado. It's just looking up sharks at this
Next,
point.
trying to stop Sharknado. Finn and April head to Egypt to stop the Sharknado. Instead, they make everything worse, and they set the worldwide Sharknado. April dies trying to stop this and protecting Finn, who is the last human to roam Earth.
Where's Tony Hawk?
He did make a cameo.
He
I don't
did.
remember
Yeah.
what part, though.
It was in Australia or something like that.
Yeah, something stupid.
I think.
Holy
Gil,
shit.
it's-
this
Just
has
look
a-
up Tony Hawk Sharknado.
Gil returns. So, wandering the Earth alone, Finn seems ready to give up, but suddenly a time-traveling truck appears and an aged Gil. He explains how he time traveled using the Sharknado, that Finn must join him to stop Sharknado once and for all.
That's stupid.
The end. So, what do you guys think?
It's dumb, okay? It's just dumb.
What a waste of time.
I feel like you didn't even watch it, Jesus.
I did
He
watch
did.
it.
I was on the party.
I think when I watched the series, they only had like just the first 4 movies out. So this actually, I don't know if I think I've seen this one because
Aleksey's top 5 movies: Sharknado 1 through
it's
5.
So, what are
There's
you guys?
7 of them, though.
What are you guys' final ratings for this film?
still
Still half a
one,
star.
To 0.
still
Still
one because I like the
0.5.
cameos in it.
0's a number.
Story wise, I don't like it.
Yeah, this story is stupid. Doesn't make any
I
sense.
understand these type of movies. Asylum makes a lot of these kind of movies where they're just utter crap. There's like what I don't know if Ninjas vs. Aliens is an Asylum movie, but I'm checking.
All right. Anyways, this IMDb audience member gave it a 1 out of 10. This movie, by far, has the cheesiest one-liners from other movies I've ever seen.
I've never
This is
heard
an
of this
Asylum
movie, bro.
Also has some of the worst plot development ever. Also, the CGI is by far one of the worst to date. How this movie is even able to be considered a movie is beyond me. Please save yourself from the brain-draining, pathetic, and stupidity this movie and watch something else.
The funniest thing about the review is that he even bothered wasting his time considering this is an actual film.
Who did?
Like, you just have to legit, like, his review is nonsense because, like, what did he expect? I'm not gonna waste my breath spending too much time criticizing the shit that's literally meant to be garbage.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I could tell. You didn't say anything about this whole movie. You're just like, you did not voice your opinion. Anything.
What did you say?
I said some stuff.
Like what?
I said my favorite scene in the whole movie
Which was?
when the guy got
Oh, yeah.
hit by the bus.
That's
play
so
the
funny.
guitar.
I don't know how they got the rights to do like literally copy Back to the Future at the end there.
Because it's parody.
Yeah, but
But
that was
also-
a
There's been
direct
plenty
copy.
there's been plenty of parodies that are very much the same.
Also, the remember the company
Family Guy
that
does it all
sponsored
the
this
time.
was Xfinity, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They literally have multiple ads.
Yeah.
over
Yeah,
this.
there was at the start of the movie where
They had the whole scene where that old
they had a
grandpa dude was
flag-
like,
yeah, they had a flag right in the middle.
Yeah,
It
so
was out of
Xfinity
place.
is a big company because it's Comcast, and Comcast owns a lot of freaking stuff.
This Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a half a star. At this point, they're milking their dead franchise. This Rotten Tomatoes critic gave it a fresh. Sharknado. It's all about tweets. And as far as social media attention goes, fear of missing out. That turns the TV movie into a rare social media supernova that burns brightly for a brief moment before inevitable darkness of viewing regret sets
I'm gonna
in.
watch the other movie.
Anyone who
Talk about-
watches this movie and like does it for like, oh, it's so bad, it's good. It's not. It's not even.
I just
it's not
watch
even
bad movies
This
just
guy-
to see how bad they can get.
I think this guy meant more so when this movie came out, people were talking about it. So
Yeah,
The
but
fear of missing
the
out,
gimmick's
not
already dead.
Yeah.
No
Well,
one
it's
cares.
2017, bro. Of course
No
it's
one's
dead.
heard of, like, I haven't even heard
been
about this
5 years.
franchise since like the second one.
This
But you
one,
have heard of it.
Tomatoes critic gave it a rotten. Even a satire needs some sort of connective tissue, but there's no real narrative spine here. Just soft cartilage.
No, like we said before, this is out of like everything is jumbled up. It's hard to follow it. Too much moving place to place, so you're never knowing or sure what's going on in the movie because of that.
Yeah, I'm so lost throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, you're constantly lost, and when something does happen, it's like, what just happened?
Yeah, I had to
Who's
rewind
this
multiple
character?
times because I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you really?
Yeah, well, because I had to write the script, so I had to.
Yeah, the
pay
only
some
thing,
sort of
the only
attention.
thing that made sense
Yeah, I
is the
pity
whole.
you, Eddie.
The only thing
I
that-
couldn't do that.
Yeah, the only thing that made sense is the son got sucked into a time traveling Sharknado, and he comes back from the future at the end of the movie to help his father out.
That's crazy.
That's all. That's the biggest plot twist in this case. That's basically the entire story. He's trying to save his son
Yeah,
that
pretty
is
much.
gone in times, and you really don't get that until the very end.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's funny.
So, yeah, let's just move on to content we've seen this week. So, what are some shows or movies you guys watched this
I
week?
watched Uncut Gems.
Uncut
It was
Gems.
really good.
No, that was boring.
It
Bro.
was so good.
No,
like
no, it was
the
not.
the soundtrack was amazing. Adam Sandler did a fantastic job in this role that isn't too serious but isn't too cartoony either. He does a fantastic job as this like kind of slimy businessman
You look
who
Yep.
does anything to get his
Okay.
his rocks off when it comes to like, because he like borrows so much money in this movie, and like he has tons of opportunities to pay it back, but instead he bets it on shit.
I would bet too.
And
So he's a gambling addict?
and he's a protagonist that while he's doing very awful things, we can always like come back and sympathize with him because you want him to win. You don't want him to.
Keep fucking up his life.
Yeah, and like clearly characters that are with him also feel the same way as we the audience, and it was perfectly done. Also, The Weeknd was in it.
Oh yeah.
He
Did he
did
sing
a
or anything?
concert.
See, I'm
Oh,
just
he
like,
did sing.
so
Yeah.
I'm just like the audience.
He tried to fuck.
Yeah.
He tried to fuck Adam Sandler's girlfriend.
So apparently both you and Javier has some valid criticism because the critics gave this a 92, but
Which
the
is what
audience
Jesus is at.
in the audience is a 52,
Where I'm
which
at.
is a rotten. So there's both fresh and rotten simultaneously.
I didn't watch it. I only watched.
But the critic score is better.
Telling a guy who's always shitting on the critics.
No, but critics have it more right in this case.
Oh,
Compared to
okay.
the audience, I mean, what did
Okay.
they expect? Probably just Adam Sandler funny, my brain dead shit jokes. Where are my shit jokes at?
I think besides the movies we had to watch, I only watched one other movie this week, and that was actually a Pokemon movie.
Which
It,
one?
it was
Which
one of the
one?
latest
Snore.
ones. It's a Pokemon movie.
I Choose
Pokemon
You.
Legends of the Jungle.
Is that
I haven't
It's
seen
with the
is that a porn parody?
for real,
jungle
though,
movie.
For real. I'm trying to be serious here.
He's just mad because trying to dog on him about the Uncut Gems.
Uncut
I didn't even watch the movie, bro.
All right, so what?
But yeah,
what
Legends of the
Pokemon
Jungle
movie?
is the one. Is the latest Pokemon movie, I believe, with the new Pokemon called Zarude. And out of all the Pokemon movies so far that have been coming out lately, it's probably one of their best ones so far. Because I think the best ones are the original 3, and then the trilogy of Diamond and Pearl. Those are my favorite ones, and this one holds up to those standards compared to the other movies. This one holds up with the original, like.
Okay, so
3.
Pokemon fan movie.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
so it's a very good one. I highly recommend you watch it.
Secret of
I
the
will
Jungle.
not.
The downside is
Alexi,
what?
Secret of the Jungle. That's what the movie's called.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I
I
said.
looked it up.
That's what I said. But yeah, so I highly recommend for any Pokemon fan to watch it because it definitely holds up with the original.
I watched Akira.
Ooh.
yeah?
It's a fantastic movie.
classic.
Animation holds up extremely well. The undertones of the story are very nuanced, as the millennials say nowadays.
Nuanced. That's our favorite word.
Watched a lot of analysis videos.
Why?
Well, because it's interesting to see
lot of
other
plot.
people's opinions on the movie in terms of what the movie means.
How would you compare this to Ghost in the Shell? Which
I
would you
like
say
Ghost
is
in the
better?
Shell better.
Okay, that's what I was
compared
wondering.
to Akira.
Yeah, but Akira's still, it's a
both-
phenomenon.
Yeah, it's classic.
It's like the grandfather of
They
the
both
Western
changed anime.
society
Yeah.
being able to understand anime a little bit.
They both brought a big change to anime,
Mhm.
so yeah.
I feel like I like Akira a little bit more than Ghost in the Shell.
You liked it better than Ghost in the Shell?
I've yet to watch Akira. I've been planning to watch it for a
What?
long time, but I have not seen it. I just know that it's a big staple for anime and
never
what's done
watched
for
it?
anime.
What?
I watched it years ago, so I don't remember much.
Did you guys finish the Berserk movies?
No,
No, I decided to
sadly, I
watch
did
2 and
not.
3.
I got
Yeah.
lazy. I got
They
lazy.
were really good.
Instead, I watched Teen Titans.
I watched the
That's a good
last
Not
week's
the show.
Owl House
Oh.
episode is a fantastic comeback from the long hiatus. Can't wait to watch the new episode,
I
which
can't wait.
dropped yesterday.
Can't wait till they put a Disney Plus.
I know,
Can't
Yeah.
wait till they like just
Don't
drop
blame
the
them.
show.
Blame Disney, obviously.
Bro, I
Yeah,
can't
I
wait
do.
until they ruin the show for you, and I'll
Disney
laugh.
ruins everything, man.
Did you
I
see
used to
that?
be in their corner.
Lately, they have been not so good about.
Well, I'm laughing at Pokemon being ruined like 20 years ago.
I'm angry that they put Turning Red on Disney Plus and not in theaters.
Dude, that makes me so again.
I agree with you there.
I watched it like 15 times ever since the movie came out.
They're
and
just
I'm
not
pretty
confident
pissed.
in their Pixar's IPs anymore.
I'm just
Why?
so pissed off
I don't
about
know.
that. Because I remember like they had posters up ready for it. They're like, oh yeah, this movie's coming out soon. You know, it looked good. And then they fuck it up by putting it on Disney
Yeah.
Plus. And I'm just like, what the fuck? They would have made so much money if they would have just
Put it in theaters,
for
right?
real. And it's just like, you guys suck for that.
At least they didn't have us. They didn't charge us $30 to watch the premiere.
True, but still, it still makes me feel like
They
they're
don't have hope for him,
Yeah.
and it's a big mistake because
They could have made so much money off
They
of that
could have,
movie.
yeah, because this is a bigger success than Kanto. I feel
Yes,
like.
for sure. Like, without a doubt.
and now we don't really have any measurements
I'm
for that
hoping.
anymore.
I'm hoping that this is a big
Do you know? Here's a question.
head turner for them, so that they can trust their other IPs more and put them in theaters. Because right now, they're losing out.
Yeah.
Do you know why they put like a rating system on there? Like,
What do you mean?
Like they added.
Oh, the TVMA
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna be adding like Deadpool and stuff like that, so they're gonna have like a
Mature section.
mature section like that. So
okay.
yeah,
I was wondering.
I don't
'cause-
think if it's specifically Deadpool, but
Something like that.
there
yeah.
are more mature.
Well, yeah, because I know
things
there's quite a few like Marvel movies that they collab with, like Sony and stuff like that.
Yeah.
where
Yeah, and the Fox merger,
Oh,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
gonna get some Fox movies on there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, what did you watch this week, Javier?
I watched Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans.
How was that?
Terrible. I don't know why.
I could have told you that, and I didn't even watch it.
Well, I mean, I was bored and I didn't feel like watching
That's
anything
fair
too
enough.
serious. I mean, I watched that.
Now you know why I watch bad movies.
I actually watched Teen Titans the movie because they actually had two movies.
Oh,
like
they
that.
have two movies. I
Yeah,
didn't know
it's on HBO. It's on Hobo.
that. Okay.
And then I just caught up on the animes I was
You
watching.
were on a Teen Titans spree, huh?
To be honest, I don't
It's a
know.
good show. It's a good series, yeah.
No, Teen Titans Go.
Go?
Yeah,
Oh, no, the
they-
movie?
Yeah, there's
Oh,
two
you
of
watched
them.
the Go movie.
Yeah, that's the only two that they actually. Because Teen Titans doesn't actually have any other movies.
Yeah.
And then after watching, I watched that. I watched Turning Red for like the 15th time yesterday.
I've only watched it once.
And then, I mean, I enjoy the movie. I overall like it. It just like makes me like happy watching
I get
it.
that. I get that.
It's such a great movie. And then I also watched like a bunch of anime that I'm like, it's like, oh shit, I
Oh,
should watch
I
the
did-
dub for all of them because they're
I
all caught up.
Did start the anime. I read the manga a little bit. It was what was it? It's
I finished Human
Fuck.
Resources.
give me a second.
The show on Netflix that the Big Mouth people made. I finished that
I
show.
should finish that.
Human Resources. It was really
Alright, I got
weird, but you know.
I
liked
But I
it.
never finished like the
Was it
actual.
good?
It's like Big Mouth. So if you like Big Mouth,
Yeah.
you'll like Human Resources.
Well, I never liked Big Mouth. I was more like I'm like morbidly curious. About
Yeah, well, then, yeah, it's the same thing with Human Resources.
That's,
Oh.
I say I never finished Big Mouth because I was just like, it got too.
It's dumb.
It
Yeah,
gets just
but-
like, eh.
I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things that I was just like, I'll watch it.
I've been watching My Dress Up Darling. It's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
I read the manga a little bit when it first came out. It's pretty good. It's entertaining. Obviously, it's got some fan service, but not to like a huge extent.
I want to watch it, but at the same time, don't. I don't know why. I'm just
So it's a typical. I have a big complaint about this anime though.
What's your big complaint?
The backgrounds they use, they're real locations, and they just try to change it up a little bit to make it look like it's anime. So
I think they put the draw filter
I
on
think
it.
that's
and
what
it's
they're doing for a lot of animes though.
No, this is my first time noticing this.
Because then they do that in
because it is so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad in this situation because the anime characters stand out so much from the backgrounds. It looks like they just have a background and they just put a sticker of the characters
Maybe
on
it's
it. Okay,
cheaper that way, I guess.
Yes, but this is too cheap. Okay.
I watched a lot of Family Guy. I watched season 4, 5, and 6. I'm continuing my journey to try finish this.
I watched season 4 and 5 recently too.
Oh, let's go!
I've rewatched Family Guy.
So I will say I was a little too harsh on Family Guy. There were some episodes where I did genuinely enjoy them. Mostly the Brian and Stewie
Yeah,
ones.
Brian and Stewie ones are the best.
I'm tired of the Brian and Stewie ones.
You're tired of them?
They do get a little washed out later on.
Well, it's
but
just because
Do they even
everybody
still do
else
them?
in the show I'm not really into.
What were you saying?
Do they still even do them nowadays?
I think their
They're
last
still
one is
doing
until 2017 though.
They're on
I thought
season
they
20
died.
now.
But I thought they died with those. I felt
No,
like
but they don't do like one per season. The like Eddie and I both watched that LS Mark video, which like ranks every single Family Guy episode up till like 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
And he said that like the last Brian and Stewie like Road 2 episode was in 2017.
Yeah, they stopped doing that because they're doing more of these. I don't know, the stupid comedy that they do sometimes.
The cutaway gags.
Yeah, just
That's what most of them
know.
are after about like season 12 or 13.
I'm not
That's what
into
most
the
of it is.
cutaway gags. Is my problem. I mean, when it's actually like a narrative joke, I enjoy it. There are times Peter does genuinely make
One
me
thing
laugh.
that bothers me is like, yes, I like the mega episodes are bad, so I try to skip those because they really are bad.
They
like,
are.
like you try to watch them, but you can't because they're just awful.
It's just shitting on Meg the whole
Yes,
episode. Like I
but-
get it might be funny the first time, but like after like 15 minutes, it's like
And same with
another Meg
Lois's
joke.
episodes because they're not generally like. They have some good episodes,
Lois
but they're
got
not
too
generally
mean.
good characters.
You know,
Yeah,
what's, you
she
know what's
does.
funny
Then
about
she gets too like she cheats on Peter all the time.
Yeah.
you know what's funny about like how you guys are like watching through all of Family Guy. That's how I felt like when I watched all of King of the Hill.
King of the Hill's
King of
really
the Hill's
good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's good.
that show stays good till like
What
the
the
very
hell,
like
Bobby?
last season.
And
God dang it,
but I
Bob.
just didn't like it. I remember when I watched it when I was younger. I was just like, this is so
Yeah, it is
boring.
more-
But then you
it is
keep
more-
watching it, right?
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
more
I
for
still
like an
watched it.
adult.
Well, no, it's because that was the only thing when
was
I was
on.
younger. I used to just stay up until 3 o'clock in
Yeah,
the
I
morning.
get that.
But and I would be on. I'm like, okay, you know what? It's whatever.
Bobby, what the hell's a watch?
But then it grows on you. It's like, why am I still watching
Wow.
this?
Oh. Hey, I think that was pretty good.
That is. But yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel about King of the Hill when I watch. I mean, even if I watch it now, I think I wouldn't even be able to get through it all the way.
I like it.
It just
I
be,
like a year or two ago I finished all of King of the Hill.
I never finished all. I just watched what was on TV at the
isn't there
time.
like 4 or 5 seasons of King of the
I
Hill?
have no idea.
Like 6 or something.
That's what I was thinking, but I was like, I don't want to oversay there's a lot.
We need good adult animation back.
We need that.
Yeah, I
Not-
get
Ever since like BoJack's the only thing I can think of that in recent times
we
that was
need
actually
we need
good.
Smiling Friends to come back.
So yeah, Smiley Friends actually was really good. Yeah, I agree with that.
You
But
don't
for
think
now,
Rick and Morty was good?
Rick and Morty is good,
It
but
is.
it
Rick
takes
and Morty is a
forever to
little-
come out with stuff.
I'm
Rick and
a
Morty.
little I'm tapering off when it comes to Rick and Morty.
there are some bad episodes. Yeah,
I do want to see what happens next because I'm kind of hooked on the story of
I
how
hope-
it ended.
Low key, I'm
This later
hoping this
season?
next season's gonna be that.
It would be a good end if they finish off the storyline with the evil Morty. So I enjoyed how it ended, and I want to see where it goes from there. And if this next season's last one, I wouldn't have any complaints about it
Me
because it would
neither.
be a good ending.
All right, now let's roll the credits.
Rolled them.
Rolling them. All right, so next week we're gonna be watching that Morbius movie.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, that's all we have today. We gotta get out of here. Jesus has to go.
One thing I'm going to say, the Morbius movie is going to be kind of like Venom. It's going to have a love-hate relationship with a lot of viewers.
All right,
Jesus
so
already has a hate.
like,
Are you the
subscribe.
director?
Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Sleeping Cinema. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Ojimashimasu.